that it's completely ignores the capital letter. Whenever you are putting any query, whether it is in small letter or capital letter, it does not take into account. The end operator is automatically combined using the operator. If you are giving a space, it's the end operator. If you put or, it would be a or operator. And whenever you are searching a free word searching like keywords, then it searches within the article title, including citation as well as abstract. So these are some of the basic things which comes under default setting. You can use the Boolean operator and or not, as well as exclusion and or not, along with there are certain features I'll cover in brief how we can judge some certain search tips we have, that how we can use these search tips to enhance our searching techniques. So there are certain tips we have, that is we have all in text operator. That is, once we will all in text, it search all the words all the words in the text on the web page. If the web page contains that text, it will search within that text only. In-text is very good. It searches within the in-text document as well as the citation part as well. All in title search within the title. All in title it search within the title only, and all URL search within the URL. And there is certain other operators which can be used, that is author. That is, we can see the contribution of the authors, and as well as the country-wise contribution, or limiting your search by country-wise is also possible through Google Scholars. So at the later part of this demonstrations, I'll covering the Publish or Paris. It is a wonderful tool developed by the Hazing from Middlesex University, London. It's a tools which helps to academics researchers to present their case for research impact. I'll show you how you can search your academic profiles, as well as you can better visualize your research patterns as well as citations data. So it also offers lots of searching and retrieval through lots of databases, like you can search Web of Science, you can search Scopus, you can use with Crossref, or it is by default it is integrated with the Google Scholar as well. So it is a wonderful tool that we will go ahead and we will search along with the Google Scholars, and we will see how we can showcase our research visibility through Publish or Paris. So let us have demonstrations. If you go to the Google Scholar page, uh, is my browser is visible to Sarah? My Bay
Yes, sir, it's
browser.
visible.
Okay, so if you go to the Google Scholar page, simply you have to go to URL Google scholar.google.com. You will have, and you could see they have already released yesterday. They have released 2020 research scholar metrics. So through metrics, you will see that how many journals and sources they have covered, and what is their research matrices. If you click on that, they have released a research matrix of 100 journals. If you, this is the category wise they have given, and this is nothing but the H index and median of H index. H5 is the 5 years H index. Uh, H index means highly cited papers, and this is the categories wise it has been given. If you want to see the details about various sources without a category, you can select in the list. Suppose that if you want to go by social science journal, by clicking on that, you can search the social list of social science. Again, in social science, it has been listed the various categories. All the subcategories are listed. And suppose that if I am searching the library and information science, library, all this is 20 journals list of top cited or top relevant sources as per the Google Scholar. This list is basically, it is a compilation of the citation from various sources, and it may not be exactly the same which is indexed by the Google Scopus or Web of Science or any other database. It is because basically it is an index database of web sources. That is, web sources may contain the articles, conference proceeding, or any other kind of resources. So this is the newly list, and you could find that the Journal of Association of Justice General is having the highest number of H index, last 5 years H index, and median of this index is 98. If you go in detail, suppose that if you click on these, in, it will show the highest cited papers. It is basically useful highest cited paper of the particular field. If I'm clicking on that, by going through the, if you see the sharing economy, why people participate in collaborative consumption, it is the highest cited papers of justice general. So by clicking, this is the, it is by default it is arranged by cited by. If you click on that, you will get the list of all the cited papers who has the papers, all the citing authors who has cited this paper. So this is a particular, this is the very good mechanism to see your research showcase that how your paper is being cited by so many authors or researchers across the way. This is a simple the categories and subcategory I have discussed. Let us go in brief that to see that how we can have a search mechanism using Google Scholars. So there is a two ways to search Google Scholar. One is through advanced search. It is supported by it is given here, advanced search option, and the second option that you can use in text, all in title, all in URL, and country and author. So there is a different way of searching. If you don't want to use the advanced search, it is always better idea to use in-text operator as well as in title operator. Just like I am I'm looking for something coronavirus in lockdown in India. If I want that exact thing should become in my title. So always use quotation mark, which is the phrase search. This way you can generate a very good resource, a very relevant result. You can retrieve a very relevant which contains coronavirus and lockdown in India in the title. Just like if I search in that, I, apart from all the results, I have got only one result which contains coronavirus. Just if you see this COVID-19 lockdown is there, and this study is related to India. It is also, if you see, whenever you are searching in Google, it search within the citation as well in text. So if you see, it is given at coronavirus and lockdown in India. Okay, so this is the way you can use the phrase search whenever you want to limit your search. If I remove, suppose that I'm removing this one, I am going for general search. You see, it is 7,080 results, but all results are not relevant to me. So I have to use something operators which limits my search and retrieve highly relevant research articles or documents for me. Suppose that I'm putting entitled. Okay, means the word should contain the article or research paper contain the word title coronavirus, and in text I want to So in title means in title it contains the word coronavirus, and in text it contains the term lockdown. Let's search. There is some mistake in that. Okay, so there were a space in that. Now you will see we have 14 research papers and documents which contain coronavirus in the title, if you see, and in text it is lockdown. So if somebody want to do the research that what is the impact of lockdown on coronavirus spread of pandemic, then he or she has to retrieve the highly relevant article, and this is way you can limit your search using these operators. Suppose that I want to, this is you see there is articles from Africa and from other country. I can limit these articles by country. So how I can, I have to use operator country, okay, and I am using India. So India wise, if you make sure that there should be a space, otherwise there would if I'm searching, so that is this query represent that in title it has word coronavirus, and in text it is lockdown, as well as all these researches are based on India. So if you go in detail of these searches, you will find that these are Indian studies, and this is way we can use, we can formulate the queries for Google Scholars. Even when you are going to search, suppose that I have author-wise searching. So by default, it takes just like if I'll put author and Eugene Garfield. He is a very famous person in the field of citation indexing. Even Web of Science is the product of Thomson Reuters. It is idea of him. So if you want a contribution of using Garfield, you have to use like this. Even if you don't want to use phase, you could use using Garfield. So this is the way that if you see, all these articles are written by using Garfield. So we have seen that how we can see the general search in title, in text, as well as we have seen that how we can see the limit your search with the author search. There is another thing, so you can combine your query with the author as well as the key terms. Suppose that I have a query that is author are Gershamian, as well as in title I'm giving in title mean within the title it will, and I have used COVID-19 because it contains two words. That's why I have added quotations. You see, it is the all the article which is written by, you see, author in both the papers. This is the author, and he has written the papers on COVID-19. So in title it's represent a COVID-19, as well as author wise it represent. So this is the way we can filter the results that for a particular authors, what is the contribution in particular field. Just like this author has written two papers in on COVID-19. So this is the very good way to search and limit your results of using these operator. Although you can search author wise, you can search country wise, you can have in text, you can have in title, even URL wise you can search. Just like I have a query that Even here you can search, and there is a, you have to write in URL. Again, you have to give, there is space. Uh, I'll tell you this one through the face searching. So this is the, it will search within the URL, which is WHO International. I'll tell you in advanced search how you can perform this coronavirus search through Google face searching in advanced search. So let us explore the advanced search of option of Google Scholars, where it is given that this is the exact face search that we have already performed. Just like if I am searching something within a URL, how we can give that? Like this. I have to give coronavirus site WHO International. So it will search all the document which is which is uh, which is hosted at WHO site, which is published by WHO or hosted by WHO International website. WHO.int is a WHO official site. So I have put the query. Now you will see that all these COVID-19 documents, there is 771 document which is hosted at WHO website. So this is the way you can limit your search using these operators. So what you have to give? You have to give simply coronavirus site WHO International, and it will retrieve the highly relevant research related to your research, and it would be better, it would helps to get the highly relevant research documents for writing research papers. So there is another way to search Google, just like Google Scholar, that if you want to limit your search, you can specify the years here. Here there is a dates is given, and there is another option that if you want the just like I told you, the author search, that that sorry, author search, that if you give the name of particular author, then it will retrieve all the contribution made by the authors in form of any document, maybe a research article, a conference proceeding, or research note. So this is the way you can use the advanced search features for your searching and retrieval. So just go through it and explore the options so that it would be reliable for it would be useful for your searching and retrieval. I'm going to tell you different options on Google Scholars, that how we can search these results using another tool, which is nothing but a tool which is known as publish on Paris. This is a very good tool, which has integration with the Google Scholar, as well as you can search Scopus, Web of Science, or many other tools. Simply, what you need to do, this is a very simple. Go to the Publish and Paris website. This is the hedging who has developed this. She has developed this tool, and simply download this Publish and Paris for Windows version, Linux version, even Mac version is available. Once you will download and install this version, you would get this platform, and this is a very good tool to search the Google Scholar, as well as so many other database like Microsoft Academic, and even it has option to import external data in a particular format. So what I'm going to tell you, that is, once you will install the Publish on Paris, this is the 7th version I have downloaded, and this is the recent one. So what you need to do, that you need to select the particular database wherever you are going to perform a query. Just like I am performing a query through Google Scholar. So once you will click on that, you will have a dashboard which contains so many search fields, just like author wise, publication wise, title words, keywords. So, just like I told you, it is the same way it works. Just go, either you can perform your search through Google Scholar page or you can use this page. But the problem is that exporting the result through Google Scholar is simply it will retrieve the result which contain author title, volume, and publication dates, etc. But it won't export the data
Now
citation.
you
Means
have to
citation data won't be
Shriram,
exported through Google.
Dr. Shriram, you
Yes,
have to
sir.
little hurry up because time
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, sir. Just I'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you, sir. What you need to do, just like if I'm searching any title word, just like I have searched COVID-19 and just perform. So what it will do, it will retrieve all the documents, which is it is very good tool to rather than going to search the Google Scholar page. So it will take time to download the data because it will. So I'm just going to cancel it and I'll explain what are the result it retrieves. Okay. So if you go through these options, it retrieve the highly the H means H it is means which have higher citations. So these articles are retrieved and it contains the various information like title, author, and and it also decide the rank. Just like if I'll click on that, it filtered the result based on means this document is highly cited, which contained 1485 citations. So this is the way you can see and you can visualize your research, that what is the highly relevant document in particular area or particular field, even otherwise, even journals wise. If you put your journals, just like the journal's name here and ISSN here and search direct, it will retrieve all the documents which is published by a journals. So this is, and if you see the publications here, it retrieved the 2000 because COVID-19 mostly the research published in 2020s, and it retrieved the citations here, number of papers, citations, cite year, cycle of paper, author paper, H index, G index, and various other indexes developed by this tool. And when you want to perform, just suppose you want to save this result, there is an option that is you can save the matrix as well as you can save these citations as well. So you can save the matrix by saving the matrix, and there is another option that you can save the result in various format using these options. So this is a wonderful tool whenever you are going to get an insight about respective domain. So use it. It is a very easy tool, and it is very good tool for writing the meta-analysis and systematic review. So whenever you are going for systematic review or meta-analysis, it would be very useful tool. So there is one thing. Just I'll take 2 minutes more. There is another option here that is you can use. There is an option that is you can use your Google profile search, just like this is my Google profile. This is Google profile, which contains the my research papers published, and as well as H index means highly cited papers, and I10 index means the articles which has published more than 10 article which are cited by more than 10 authors or researchers. So this can be also retrieved using this tool, publish or perish, and it is a wonderful tool. If you, what you need to do, there is an option like Google's. Scholar profile search, what you need to do, only you search your name, or you can give the profile ID, which is given by your Google. If you click on your profile ID, there is a profile ID given at the end of that is your profile page. And once you search the document, it see just like in I have searched through Google Scholar profile search and retrieve all my research papers as well as the citation. So this is the way you can search your profile, and you won't have to export data from there. Simply it will search your profile as well as it generate the citation matrix for you. And whenever you want to save your matrix as well as your data, it is the better way to present and analyze your academic research. So this is the brief about the Google Scholars searching mechanism and the Paris and published tool. Hope you would have a little experience about it, and I would happy to take some of the question if the time permits. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shriram, for your wonderful presentation. So now I think we are already reached almost five, six, and two of our speakers, like Dr. Shriram, he uh, didn't complete his presentation. So Dr. Shriram, are you in position to uh, quickly make some presentation which you have left during the
Yeah.
technical
Yes,
problem?
sir.
So
Yes.
please, in 10 minutes, try to
Right. Right. Okay. So my PPT is visible.
yes, Sriram, go
Okay.
ahead.
So what I from where I have finished it, I just going to start from there. So the data is coming from different sources like PubMed and all these things. And then this is how the altmetric attention score is covered with the number associated with it and different colors of donuts. So every donuts have associated with the data source, and the number is given by based on the some values which are the basically the number associated with this. And then from where the data is coming, how we can get the data of altmetric. So the first and prime source is altmetric.com, which is the prime source of information for all kind of altmetric analysis data. So the explorer login is available for librarian free of cost. Any librarian can request altmetric.com to provide librarian login, and they will happily share where we can at a one time you can figure out 50 articles data into from the altmetrics database. So here, once I logged in, this is my profile, and I can see that the topmost articles which have highest altmetrics attention score is given in terms of their numbers, and you can filter out these data based on different parameters available, which I have shown in previous slides, and you can view the details of the article in terms of the attention score, and you can use your login ID. Then if you have institutional subscription, you can find out the institutional detail here. Then for article level data, we can go through the number of attention score given here, and then individual source from where these things are mentioned by a different platform is available here. Then you can see that the details and the citation is basically coming from dimension platform. Then all these data are further segregated into different tables, tabs, where you can find out the distribution of each and every source individually and find out the data for the particular area. And you can further have navigation for alerts, as well as finding the full text details from the publisher side. You can also see the demographic distribution of the Twitters, how many people are tweeting your articles throughout the globe. So all geographic data is available here. And also you can understand that what kind of people using your data. So maybe public, scientists, practitioners, all data is available throughout this platform. So also for searching the data from altmetrics, there is a search box. You can find out through keywords, title, and all kind of data can be filtered. You can also provide identifier like DOI or any PubMed ID. You can also use RCID ID to find out the articles related to a particular person. You can also use journal selection. All these things are possible through altmetric data base and to retrieve the data related to the altmetrics. So what does altmetrics basically tells us? The altmetric basically gives the data that what type of attention an article is receiving from the research community, then places where article receive the most of the attractions, and the countries which are engaged in most of the content. The article influence policies, whether your article is being referred into certain kind of policy document or spot into some kind of new research, engaged with a new audience. All this data is available that can be found through altmetric attention score, and also the reaction of the people, whether it is positive or negative. So this is also good feedback for researchers who can find out how the people are reacting to their articles in social media platform. So what kind of benefit you can get? One of the most important benefit is discovering the new research insight, where you can find out how the research is proceeding towards academic fraternity. You can also apply this data for the purpose of grant application, for the purpose of tenure or promotions activity, competitive insights, journal evaluation parameters, and also the influence of research over time. So how your research is performing and what kind of attention you are getting over the time, that can be also possible through the research data. So there are so many platforms available which provides altmetrics data other than altmetrics.com. So those things can be found from the Public Library of Science, one of the primary and first publisher who has applied this altmetric data for the purpose of analysis based on assessment of impact with article level matrices. So it gives the impact on before any article gets citation. It also incorporate the academic and social metrics as well, and also the reflect the changing influence over time. All kind of data is available from PLS website as well. So you can find out how the data is performing in terms of usage by different days, and you can understand that how this different kind of data is available. If you visit plus ALM, you can find out a lot of information is available on a particular article. Then there is another tool that is Dimension, which provide huge quantity of published data in terms of citation, in terms of altmetrics. You can also find the full text PDF. You can also add these articles into your RCID profile and discipline. All the huge quantity of data you can find out annually. The data is increasing, and it provides a nice platform for the purpose of evaluation of altmetric data as well. Then there is another tool which gives plum analytics, which also uses a lot of altmetrics data in terms of those 5 parameters: usage, captures, mentions, social media, and citations. So all these that are beautifully compiled and presented into graphical mode. You can see that each and every individual entities in a separate it's a beautiful table, so that it's easy to understand that how your article is performing over the time. Even publishers and journals also started giving the altmetrics data on their article page. And like Nature, this article is gaining online attention with 77 altmetric score, and where 28 Twitters, blogs, and all news items have been given. And also the number of times an article is accessed from the Web of Science. Then publishers also started giving their data for different article into different tabular format, how the article is performing across the time, over the time, giving citation from Crossref, citation from Scopus, citation from Web of Science. All these data are beautifully presented for each and every article by different publishers as well. So there are also specialized tools like Kudos, which is another platform which provides a lot of data related to the articles, which makes a lot of impact of a particular journal, a particular article by a person. So this is my Kudos profile on this. So I can see that my paper recently, this paper has recently published, and it also got an altmetric score of 2. So I can see this my matrices over the time, how my article is performing over the time by sharing on Kudos, or number of clicks and views on Kudo platform, click on read buttons, automatic scores, everything I can visualize through a graphical manner. And Kudos also provide platform where you can describe your whole articles into different ways, so that people will get attracted to read those articles over social media over the time. So another example is PubPeer, which gives you the live accessing of live commenting of a particular article. So you can see that last 52 minutes ago, this article was commented by, or some kind of comments have been put into this article. So this gives a very current information how people are reacting to article over social media platform. So this is another tool is Publon. Publon is basically a Web of Science tool, add-on tool for the reviewers, the people who are engaged in review activity or editorial activity. This platform is very useful, and you can find a lot of information available. If you don't have Web of Science access, even though you can find out the research impact, how your articles is making research impact over period of time in terms of citation, H-index, altmetric score, and whatever peer reviewed we have done, whether those peer reviewed article are also gaining some kind of attention over the platform. All these tools, all this information are available through Publon's platform, which can be used for the purpose of assessing the research impact. And also, can I get more citation if I have high arithmetic? This is general consideration that if anything is being discussed more over the social media, it might have a fair chance that your citation score is also going to be increased. So in this case, this article was published in June 18, this last month only, but by the time it has also got 81 citation. But though this article was fall into some kind of problem, and the article was retracted by the publisher. So even though this has got enough number of citation because of altmetric attention scored by the article. So our role as a librarian, it is very important us to promote such kind of social media activity. And we have last week I have installed used one platform, ePrints, for the purpose of managing our faculty publication at a single platform, and idea to bring TIT publication at one platform, so the faculty can see their publication data at one place and assess the research impact immediately and simultaneously and also they can create visibility of the overall institute research. So the facility also include the some kind of API which is giving the altmetrics data as well. So this is the screen of our Sodh Ratna, where we have tried to we have just started uploading the paper, and we are working so that our publication become more intensive, more informative, and also we can see that if certain kind of social media attention the particular article is gaining. So this is my article I just uploaded yesterday, so it might take some kind of some times to fetch the data from dimensions and include it into start appearing our ePrint server. So what kind of strategy we can adopt to promote this social your research mention online? So we have to tell our people that your research is become more visible once you promote it via social media. So ask publisher also and research repository to include some kind of customization so that you can share the articles over social media using widgets, or people can view the articles by single click. So in all these things we are applying providing DOI so that direct link can be provided so that the paper can be downloaded from there. So Twitter's using hashtags, all these options can help people to generate more metadata, and they can be visible to other people once the hashtag is being traced by other. So we can also avoid some kind of spamming behavior where it is not fair to unnecessarily spam the certain kind of information over social media. Then self archiving, filtration, sharing with the other, publishing in open access journal, comment openly. All these things are very very important and going to help the social media attention over the time. Have share alike partnership, like it is very very important. Unless and until you are not sharing the research of other people also hesitate to do this. So like some kind of behavior we have to adopt where there is a need to promote such kind of activities so that people engaged in online discussion may also engage yourself into the discussion of over social media activities. So there is certain kind of limitations, which limitations may be spamming, where some malpractices happening, maybe robotic tweeting or robotic Facebook, like something, some kind of activity, and also promoting unnecessary the unnecessary activity over a particular sort of information may hamper the actual visibility of the article over social media platform. So such kind of activity may be avoided so that it should not be problematic for other people. So other options also is we have to avoid self promotion as well. Tweeting once a while or sharing the Facebook once a while is a legitimate aspect, but using some kind of robotic thing is that should be avoided for the purpose of giving those. So I just, if you permit, sir, I show my browser how it is.
I think you have to quickly
Yep.
close it. Yeah, because time is
Within
also.
2 minutes, I just saw the platform. So this is Altmetrics profile. I just clicking one of the article. So it gives complete picturesque how the people are reacting. Then you can see the summary of the article. You can see the news where this article has appeared, because the red one is more news. So all these news items appear. Likewise, you can see all this information available on the tab. It gives you the information about the article which is being mentioned over. And also you can see the geographical distribution, how the people are tweeting around across the globe. US, Japan, all these things are being captured by Altimetric data. And moreover, it is also giving the how this article is performing in similar areas, like similar research area, like it is related to the science, so it is ranked number one. Its output similar age 86 within the time period, it is ranked 6. And also within age from the science, it is also ranked within out of 890. So all these data is very very useful to understand the importance of article over the social media platform. So there another option is pub launch. It is giving a lot of information related to. So even though you don't have Web of Science access, you can find out how your research impact is there. You can see the citations, you can see that H index, and also the data how it is being coming up across the over the time. The most important aspect of the Publon is the editorial activity and peer review process. So whenever you reviewing any article from any publishers, I think it is good idea to include into the Pablan profile so that it will give you nice picturesque about your research activity or your editorial activity. So all these informations are available. And if I go to my public profile, it will present all this data into a fashion that it can be easily understood by anyone, how my research paper is performing, what kind of citation I'm having. And also I can if I have completed my all the profile on Publons, I can export all this data into a PDF format as a biodata. So exporting all this data, you can convert into PDF file and complete biodata of yours, including your publications, your editorial activity, your review activity, everything will be connected. Here you can also build a good connectivity with your refers colleagues, and you can obtain research badges. These research badges you can put on your personal website, and by just hovering the mouse over the barcode, it will give you the Pablan profile, how your papers are performing over time. Then there is a kudos profile of mine. I can see that how my papers are performing on kudos. I can see my matrices here there. So all kind of activity is there. I can share activity, clicks, everything is possible. Every matrices are possible through this platform. Kudos also provide to describe your article into to make it more complete. So recently added, so I have not described much about this article, but I can see that there are so many papers which where the data is coming. So it's actually give you the visibility of your work over the time. So this is dimensions where you can find out the data from whole range of articles. You can also find out the altmetrics data. Then there is another tool like Puppeers. So it is basically the commenting aspects, how people are reacting over the time. So 36 minutes ago, 36 minutes ago, this article was commented by one, it got one comments. Likewise, we can see that how the social media activity is happening over the place. Then like this is web of this plus, where you can see the matrices, and you can assess the impact, everything here available here. And I'm not going to searching because it gives good information about a particular topic. So Indian publishers also, Indian journals also started using such kind of data for the purpose of demonstrating. So this is my paper, which is already viewed by about 2,731 people, printed 93 times, PDF download 86 times. So likewise, there are a lot of information available over social media activities, and these are being considered for the calculation of altmetric and research data, which is quite useful for the purpose of assessment beyond citation, I can say. So thank you, sir. Thank you for giving, and I'm sorry about this unforeseen circumstances of internet
No,
connectivity.
no, no. I can understand. Thank you, Dr. Shriram, for wonderful presentation. I think there are certain questions related to fig share, and I believe during presentation, Dr. Sanjay Kataria missed the online demo. So Dr. Sanjay Kataria, can you just briefly, in 6-7 minutes, can you make the little live demo of the fig share? So we can just move ahead after this. This is the last presentation. After that, we will take up some questions. So
Thank you
please
very much.
quickly.
Thank you very much, sir, for again opportunity to share my views on fixed air. And this is one of the important and useful platforms. Are you able to see my screen now? Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
yeah, please carry on.
Yeah. So this is the fixed air homepage, and there is an options in right side sign up and login. So first and foremost, just let the user sign up. There is the basic information. The way we are,
Sanjay, sign up you can leave because sign up people know how to do it. You log in and show some live demo that you.
okay, okay. Then let me log in. And this is the your dashboard. After login, you will see the screen here. And today morning, I just created some sample, data. And these are four tabs of my data, projects, collaboration, and activity. And before starting all this activity, you should update your profile from here and upload any pictures and the complete detail about your publication and your affiliation, so that other scholar can recognize your account and can add you, for the whole activity. So when you're starting your research data to repository, first and foremost you just go to my data and can create a new item here. Just click, and then this data, this screen will ask you the metadata about your data, research data, and just you can select the data which you would like to upload in with any format. You can upload your data like this. I'm uploading my presentation here, and I can say this is the RTM presentation, and automatically this my account is showing my name, or I can add some other co-author like Jamil, one of my colleagues, Jamil Ahmed. We can add him here as an co-author, like here, or that person who has an ORCID ID, we can save from there. We can add them through ORCID ID, and this is the category. Category is nothing but a kind of subject categories are here, and we can see that which category we are having. The library information studies. We can select our categories, one or two, whatever, and then it will ask about the the format of your resource data. And here I'm just uploading my presentation, and it will ask about the keyword thereafter, research data management. Here, just put in your ID, the keyword, something, and you can add as much as keyword you want to add. And here you have to describe your data. Say this is my presentation on RBM. Organized by, and thereafter it will ask you the if any funding agencies with your data who's funding this work, say Bennett University, or you can leave it blank even. And if you would like to put your reference of your this work and any website, you can put in your URL, and then it will ask about the license under which you would like to share. The by default is that it's 60 by 4.0. That means we are allowing to put your data in public domain and can be share and review. Or in case your work is under process, under progress, and which is not been published, and you would like to embargo, here you can click and can decide about the embargo period, 1 month, 4 months, 6 months, or you can decide from here that you can put a date, so that once your work is over, that the work will go into the public domain automatically. Or this is also this Fixed is also giving a feature. You can generate for a private URL, and you can copy and share with our among the known or the other people privately. And there are part of this. This is also allowing that you can keep your data confidential. If you don't want to put your data in public domain right now, you can just click this button and put in a region work is in progress, and you just say, and it will be your work will be for confidential. It will not will be visible by others. So in that way, that in case you publish your data, even that will not be visible. Or if you allowing this data to everyone, that can be just select here, publish, and just say item. Yes, I want to publish. So in that way, you can publish your research data through this fix there. And you can see this presentation is already here, and you can, if you would like to add it, you can add it from here. And good thing is that what is Dr. Sriram is talking about, Almetrics is whatever data you people have, uploading this fixed here is giving Almetrics like total my this presentation is totally 11 views since morning, and 1% is downloaded and zero citation. Apart from how under which like if you are save this data, and you can export this resource data in following reference management software. And it's also giving information the day and time data is uploaded, corrected and revised, and it keep all that version of your data. Here you can upload download data, you can save the data, what Sriram was talking about, you can save your research data through different social media, like in Twitter, Facebook, or that LinkedIn, or you can email. And in that way, you can measure your all kind of you can save all this data, and you can keep track of your all metrics about your research. Second option with that this fixed area is that you can make use of next. In case this facility, my data is that facility is only for the individual scholar who's doing their work in independently. If you would like to work in a group, or along with the collaborator, we can create a project and we can add our collaborators. And while you're adding your other collaborators, or that scholar, we can add them here, create invite, and that that is showing. See here. So this I added my another person who's working with me, and this person I given a permission to read and write his data, to upload the data, or we can restrict the up to the just to read the data. And collection feature is showing that you can create a collection related to a research project. Like I just created a project like a cultural heritage project, and I found this PPT is useful. I added this data into my collection so that I can make use of it in my research. And this activity button is tracking all kind of activities, whatever the activities, taking place in your account, that the data will show there. So these are the some broad feature of fixed share. And this is initially is giving a 20%, 20 GB free space for uploading a data, and it can be increased based on your requirement. You can just put in your request, it will be increased. So this is a great opportunity for the research scholar and the librarian. We should make use of all these free facilities available. And this is a new emerging trend, emerging practice. And we library need to conduct kind of awareness programs and training related to this secretary, and create a kind of culture in our institution to make use of this facility. And this will help us further in many ways, so that they can manage their data for long term. Data security, they're losing our data is very minimum. There's no tension of that they're making a backup for research data. So in that way, this is a really good platform, and there is a many such kind of platforms are available. We just need to explore and experience all these platforms, and create an awareness among the fraternity to make use. So this is my information, Dan, and I
Thank you,
thank
Sanjeev.
you very much.
Thank you, Sanjay, for your giving an example of this. So, can you unmute me my video? Uh, Thank you, all the speakers, for your wonderful presentations. It's a 3 long days and more than 10 hours of presentations. I have seen certain comments. People have said that we have attended webinar in the past, but we found this is one of the best webinar in terms of contents, in terms of the speakers, the quality of speakers, also the rich contents of the webinar. Let me, before giving my concluding remarks, there are certain questions which we may take up. There are only few, so we may try to answer those. So there is one question regarding why there are so many pediatric journals in India. Uh, they asked me to reply. There are a number of regions, not just one single region. The first, most important region, uh, when UGC made it mandatory to publish uh, research and some API score for as a recruitment and for promotion was fixed. So everybody wants to have the score, and many of them were not capable of contributing and publishing in good quality journals. So that time, vested interest people come out with these models of having quick publication in form of predatory publishing. But apart from that, there are a number of other regions like at any point of time, it is not possible to publish all the research. India is a huge country, and many times we don't have many opportunity to publish the research in, and good quality journals have their limitation of publishing a limited number of articles, and also sometimes these articles are required certain kind of quality which is not met by every researcher. So there are a number of regions for having this kind of predatory publishing. Now UGC has come out with UGC care list. Certain things should be discontinued. So that was the question which I have tried to answer. Now we have number of other questions. Let me see which one we need to answer. Most of them are complementing Dr. Katiaria's response we have already given. Rob, we have already taken up. Andrew Powell and other things we have taken up. Uh, so there are certain questions which Author Cafe may like to reply in terms of uh, presentation and certificate. So, like somebody has asked, she came to know about just yesterday only. She has not attended for 3 days. So, if she get the certificate for 2 days or not? Uh, so, I think before taking a further question, can I ask Puneet or somebody to reply to these issues concerning certificate and uh, when and how the PowerPoint presentation and recording will be available. Then I will take up other questions.
Yes, Dr. Gaur, Puneet here. We will make the PowerPoint presentations and recordings available in a few days. We'll send a mail to all those who registered to the registered email address, giving the link from where they can download the presentations and they can visit the recordings. So we'll send that. And with regard to certificates, our policy has been to give only to those who have attended all 3 days. We can look at some special cases on individual basis.
And how the recordings and when it will be available, if you have to, are you going to upload it in our YouTube or somewhere else?
Yes, sir. We'll put it on our Author Cafe channels of YouTube, on our social media channels. We'll send the links. We'll take some time to just edit them and make them a little neat. Put the captions below each speaker. So it may take a little while, but we'll make it available.
Right. Thank you. There is a question, part-time PhD scholar not having much access to such tools.